Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel, The Modest Wallet, where we talk all things money here. And today I'm going to be taking a in-depth look at TurboTax, which is really the leading tax preparation software company that I think is out there. It is now tax time, and whether you're a first-time filer or even if you're a seasoned tax pro, TurboTax goals are really to simplify the tax filing process, and that's for everyone. In today's review, I'm going to share how TurboTax works. I'm going to share who TurboTax is best for, its key features, how much it costs, the pros and cons, and I'm also going to give my final thoughts on this popular tax software. So don't go anywhere, we've got a lot to cover. So if you're like me, tax season really is not my favorite, but it's really something that has to be taken care of. And so we recently posted a video all about the 5 best tax software companies out there. And I'll leave a link in the description to that video. But anyway, TurboTax was part of that list. So now I'm going to go more in depth with TurboTax and just take you and give you inside information where we are, what we found out in this review on TurboTax. Let's get started. So not to insult your intelligence, but TurboTax is a popular tax preparation software that seeks to really help individuals and businesses file their income taxes. It guides users through the process. It asks questions to determine applicable tax deductions and credits. And then it just generates the necessary forms for filing with the tax authorities, the IRS. Pretty simple. All right, so a big question you may be asking, who is TurboTax best for? Maybe you have a certain business, or your personal taxes are unique, or maybe they're just very simple this year. TurboTax definitely is best for individuals and small business owners who are going to prioritize a user-friendly interface and comprehensive tax support. Honestly, it's suitable for a variety of users, from really those with simple tax situations to those with more complex financial situations. And that also includes self-employed individuals and small business owners. So if we dive into some of the key features that TurboTax has to offer, one thing that really stood out to me is the ability to switch from another provider, like maybe TaxSlayer or TaxAct, Liberty Tax, even H&R Block. So you would be able to import your electronic PDFs of these. Now, of course, this would not include things like scanned hard copies, but more importantly, it would have to be those PDFs that we would be talking about. Another key feature, like most of these companies, there is an option to be able to auto import your W-2 information from your employer, along with a variety of other tax documents. Another key feature is that they have crypto support, which definitely makes crypto investors' lives much easier, because up to 20,000 crypto transactions can actually be imported at once. Another feature is that they have a donation calculator that's available with some of the packages that they offer, and that makes it easy to quickly find deduction values of maybe your donated clothes, household items, and just some other deduction items. You can use TurboTax on a desktop, a laptop, or even mobile through a phone or tablet. Another feature for those who speak Spanish, TurboTax now allows users to complete their taxes in Spanish if that's preferred. And then probably one of the biggest things that sets TurboTax apart from others is their live assisted features, which is an addition but gets you screen sharing, phone or live chat access with tax pros, who then can help you with really any questions or problems that may come up as you're doing your taxes. So a lot of goodies there, a lot of key features that TurboTax has to offer. So let's now dive in to the part that you've been waiting for, I'm sure, which is pricing. You may have seen that TurboTax was in a little trouble with a lawsuit for, I believe, misleading people with some of their pricing. So I know there have been some changes made to show how they're charging their customers, which is definitely a good thing. And one thing I like is that you can choose what you are looking for when it comes to filing your taxes, and TurboTax will actually estimate what your total cost will be and which plan would be the best for you as you are filling out your information, as you're determining which plan to go with. there's some options for you to choose what you're looking for, and then it's going to show you which package might be the best for you. Ultimately, it's broken down into 3 ways you could do your taxes, or really 3 packages that you can choose from more of a free version to obviously higher price packages. First, you can see on the left, if you have very basic taxes to complete, you may be eligible to complete your federal taxes for free for the do your own taxes option. It is my understanding that a pretty small percentage of individuals actually qualify for that. But that first option is either free if you qualify, or it can go up to $89. The second option, which is the most popular, is the live assisted, where experts help you do your taxes. This live assist option can cost up to $169 at the time of recording this video. And then the last option is the full service option, which is where a local tax expert will actually do your taxes completely for you. And this option has prices starting at $89 for more simple taxes to complete. And as you can see on the screen, it has the ability to obviously go a lot higher than that, but starting at $89. I'll just go ahead and scroll down so you can see what you get with each of these options, and maybe that will give you a better idea which might be the best option for your needs. There's definitely a lot to see there, but hopefully that gives you a pretty good idea. When it comes to the pros of TurboTax, it can be good for individuals or businesses with relatively complex tax filings that may require live help to figure out deductions and the many forms that might be involved. Another pro is that the platform offers step-by-step instructions along the tax filing process. You can upgrade easily if needed for instant live access. And overall, they have some pretty good customer service. When it comes to the cons, the $0 filing option is for a limited number of people, meaning those with extremely basic taxes. Another con is that it's on the more expensive side for most tax filers compared to other tax filing softwares. Another con is that it can be a little difficult to know early enough if you qualify for a free or low price option. And finally, the last con is that there's a lot of upselling. For example, the live tax expert assistance is available for additional costs. So there's a lot of nice features, but you're always going to be upsold on a lot of those things. All right, so from the standpoint of whether or not TurboTax is for you, TurboTax really does an excellent job of covering almost any tax filer's needs, from simple to more complex situations. If you're more on the complex side when it comes to filing taxes, TurboTax can be expensive, but you get what you pay for. And with Intuit TurboTax, you get their forms, their interface, live assistance, and the reassurance that you are completing really an accurate tax refund, hopefully putting cash back in your pocket. Now, if you have an extremely simple tax return, TurboTax might not be your first option if you're looking for the cheapest option to complete federal and state taxes. All right, so that's pretty much my review of TurboTax. Thank you so much for checking out our channel, and more specifically this video. Please give this video a like if you found any value. If it helped you out, we really appreciate that. Also, just let us know your thoughts on TurboTax. Are you a fan, or have you had some more problems with TurboTax? But either way, don't forget to subscribe. That really does help us out for more money made simple videos. And I'll see you in the next video.